Gonna do things a little bit differently today because I feel like it. Gonna be reacting to some British TikToks because me and Kat were sitting on the couch the other night and just decided to watch some British TikToks on YouTube, and we actually laughed a bit, so we're gonna see how that goes today. But first, this video is sponsored by Shudder. Now, I usually dabble in Shudder once or twice a week, but now that we're entering the spooky season, I know every YouTuber is saying that right now, but now that we are entering the spooky season, I find myself dipping my toes into Shudder more often than not. Some fantastic new titles have been added recently, including The Devil's Rejects, which is what I watched the other night, so check that out. But in my daily scroll every night to find something to watch, I do find some pretty intriguing titles that, if I can set aside the time, I will indeed watch. Now, as you know by this point, Shudder has a very vast collection of titles. Horrors, thrillers, gore-fest, slashers, documentaries, exclusives, originals, blockbuster hits, classics, modern showcases of horror. There's a lot for you to get stuck into. And you can stream all of these great horrors and thrillers from $5.99 a month or $56.99 a year. If you're already enticed, then head to shudder.com right now and use the promo code Jake Monroe to get a free 30 days access ad-free. It's also the largest and fastest growing human curated selection of thrilling and dangerous entertainment. It's quintessentially the Netflix of horror. Your one-stop shop for screams, thrills, and paranoia. You'll be going to bed tonight with the lights still on. Supernatural terrors, edge of your seat thrillers, shocking horrors, and stomach-turning gore slashers added every single week, and you'll have unlimited ad-free access to stream on all of your favorite devices: iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, Samsung Smart TVs, Xbox One, Amazon Fire TV, Google Chromecast, and your Android devices. Shudder has a unique collection of exclusive and original films and TV shows, horror classics, and blockbusters. Shudder's expertly curated selection of horrors and thrillers includes such titles as Hellbender, VHS 94, and The Boy Behind the Door, plus all the best horror documentaries and the hit Creepshow TV series from executive producer Greg Nicotero from The Walking Dead. To try Shudder for free for 30 days, head to shudder.com right now and input the promo code Jake Monroe. That's SHUDDER. Check it out. And without further ado, let's head into the whatever it is I'm doing today. British stuff. British TikTok. Quintessentially British TikToks. Number 24, 2 days ago. Let's have a look.
Really self-sufficient. I dress myself, tie my own shoelaces, wipe my own ass. I think is that I don't really need a man. I just want one.
Chris Rock is coming to mind, right? Chris Rock said this thing, I can't remember what the context was, but it was about some guy. He was referencing some dude about being like, well, I look after my kids. And it's like, you're supposed to, dummy. You're supposed to look after your kids. That's not an achievement. Everything she described there were like baseline things you should be doing as a human being. You don't need a man to help you do any of these things. Women aren't getting men to help them with any of these things.
Contrary to your own personal beliefs, Megan, I am actually very good at parking. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's so nice not to hear American accents. I tell you what, all right, this is what I've been going through recently with Kat. Over the past year that we've been together, right, we've pretty much cut out all American content. We don't really watch it unless it's a movie, but like TV shows and kids cartoons, like, and I gotta say, it's so refreshing not to hear American references to things we don't have over here that I had to look up online to figure out what the hell they're talking about. Obviously, many years ago, I know what the references are about now, but it's, you know, it's tiresome. Referencing the same celebrities over and over again, making the same referential jokes over and over again, using terminologies we don't have over here. It's just nice to listen to British accents, British voices, talk about British things, familiar things, recognizable things, relatable things. If there are any European or any British viewers out there, there are some of you, I've seen, there's some of you out there, then I would suggest doing like a no American TV detox, because I know people watch like The Big Bang Theory and Friends and various other shows. The comments are probably filling up with saying that they hate, while also simultaneously being the most popular shows in the world. So some of you are lying. Just try detoxing it, cutting it out. Honestly, it's so refreshing. And just watch like TV from your own country. You will find you actually tend to enjoy the content a bit. You don't get as annoyed. Because like I was getting annoyed watching American content. Every show making the same jokes, making the same references, the same chain restaurants that we don't have here. We don't have Denny's or IHOP or any of those places. Whataburger, don't have it. In-N-Out, don't have it. Nothing immediately comes to mind, but you know what I mean.
Hi, what's your name?
Izzy.
Izzy, welcome to Iceland. Where are you from?
Sorry.
Where are you from?
Surrey, in the UK.
Oh, Surrey! Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry. Nice place. But then again, not a lot of places in the UK are, to be perfectly honest. Manchester's nice. Birmingham is a pile of bricks in the middle of a farm field. Edinburgh's nice. Glasgow wasn't bad. I'm trying to remember all the places I went on tour. I can barely remember it. kick it. Ah, I thought he was going to kick it. If anyone has ever spoken to a Royal Mail postal guy, they're always pissed. Always pissed. I've never spoken to a postman, a Royal Mail postman, without them sounding like they are literally about to fly off the handles. Do you know whenever you talk to someone who is on the brink of like releasing the dam and just going absolutely apeshit on a door or someone, you know? And you can just like feel the agitation coming off them. Even though they're having a normal conversation with you, you can tell that they're getting agitated and it's about to come out of them. That's what it's like talking to literally anyone who works for the Royal Mail. They're always pissed. And I'm not entirely sure why. They're always on strike. Maybe that might have something to do with it. Maybe there's something we don't know. Maybe they're not getting paid enough, right?
Dad's been over to fix something, but he's only gone and caught my eyelashes in a glass thinking it's a creature.
Okay, guys out there, how many times have you gone into the bathroom and your girlfriend's taken their eyelashes off, taken them off? I don't know why I'm acting so incredulous. It's, you know, I've done it before. She'll put them on the sink, right? And there's always that split second. There's a split second. There's a moment when you're brushing your teeth and you look down and those false eyelashes, for a split second, are a giant hairy caterpillar or a giant spider.
Problem. Vinny, say Play-Doh.
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 No mind that.
Say, you're not saying that. Say Play-Doh.
Play-Doh.
I've just heard what the kid's saying.
No
Play-Doh.
mind that. Play-Doh.
Saying pedo. Because we say pedophile, not pedophile. Because pedophile sounds like someone who's obsessed with feet. So yeah, we call people pedos over here if they're, you know, pedophiles. Or even if they're not. It's just a funny insult to throw around. So it doesn't quite work out for the Americans, though, does it? You'd be calling someone a pedo. But that doesn't really make any sense. Do you guys still spell it with the AE? Do you guys spell it like that? Like a pediatrician? You don't say a pediatrician, right? You say a pediatrician? So why do you say pedophile?
Anybody else who wants to just explain why you're here? It's the middle of the night in London, and yet we're still gathering here.
Yeah.
What
I came home after a work event and I turned on the TV and I saw you. And I thought, hold on a minute, something's happening here. So I came down to see this, be part of it.
I'm sure I'm not the reason why
Not
you came
literally,
here.
I mean this event. Yeah.
And
So he just saw the fact that there was like some sort of hoopla going on, and he came down just to have a see what's going on. Really, I don't know. I don't really know.
And realising that people were here
and you wanted to be here as well.
yeah, I did, yeah.
It's the most British thing I've ever heard.
5-minute walk. And here we are.
This guy's brilliant.
Lots of diversity going on, which is good and interesting and like beautiful, really.
He has no idea what's going on. There's another queen just died.
Mate, this is madness. I'm holding things in my hand I don't even want anymore, and living moments ago, this was the only thing I could think about. Madness! Leave me alone right now. I will leave that you're gonna be alright. Dude, I am bastard, and I will run away. Yourself, right? Just don't make me walk away. Because if you don't, I will run. Don't make me. Come link up in a bit. Yeah, God, come to the beach with us. We're all chilling down the beach. Come yes! Oi, Jay, love you. I know you do. Yeah? Love you. Mate, I have to feel it. Say it back. I love you more than life itself. I love you, bro. Right, on the flip side. Mother.
Alright. I think we've all had one of those nights. And, you know, getting drunk down the beach, that's very relatable for me because that's what I used to do back in the day when I was a teenager. I don't know what this is about in the US, but we drink quite excessively as soon as we hit, like, 14, 13 in some cases, but 14, 15, we start drinking excessively. I know America has a little bit more of a taboo on drinking, which is probably for the best, to be perfectly honest. A lot of Europe does have an excessive drinking problem. And by Europe, I mean when British people go on holiday to Europe. If you don't think it's a thing, look up Ibiza or Ibiza, where your local football hooligans will go and trash the place. Pretty much any major town in Spain during the summer. They go out there, they drink excessively, smash stuff, yell offensive words at passers-by in the street, and then they go home. Wankers. That's nuts, man. Every year. Happens every year. In the summer, it gets so hot that the roads melt. In the autumn, it rains so much that it floods. Every single year, I remember the most clear memories of being a kid. Every single year, just seeing places flooding on GMTV. That's all that ever happens. When it snows, nothing works, everything stops. And then in the winter, it gets so cold that the pipes burst, which happened to me once. This country is not well equipped to deal with any of the weather that we get hit with every single year since we existed on this part of the planet. He's wearing a stolen t-shirt. There's a bunch of chavs. Look at all the tracksuits. It's just a bunch of chavs, man. In an estate, by the looks of it. Is there anything more quintessentially British than seeing a police car in an area surrounded by chavs, wearing Nike tracksuits and baseball caps?
Mate, this geezer's taking the piss. He's even put a fucking lock on the door, mate. He's upgraded the boy. Oi, these are killing the game. Boy, it's killing the game in there, man. Yeah, the game is... Oh, got the lights on the go. Phone on charge.
Whoa, these guys really have just set themselves up on the street. I mean, you can make do, right? Make do?
Number one, no. What's the address on this one? Number un. Sweet brother.
Sorry, ain't got no change.
Oh, killer. Oh, do you know what? That's very close to a diss that I threw at a bunch of chavs once. So chavs do this wonderful thing, right? Where if you're dressed weird, if you look different, if you're emo, goth, rocker, whatever, and if you walked by a group of younger ones, or if you walked by a group of them, they throw pennies at you, throwing coppers at you. Give me some coppers, I'm gonna throw some coppers at them. But if you walk by, they throw them at you. Obviously after you've walked by, so you can't see who did it, because they're all chicken shit. But I remember... and I pissed them off so fast. It was great. But I remember we were walking by once, and they did the thing that where they threw pennies at us. And I remember picking up the penny because it landed next to me. I walked over to them. I said, "You dropped your doll money, mate." You should have seen their faces change from like smug arrogance to immediately pissed off. And I was a lot bigger than they were as well, so they weren't gonna do anything, but like you could see that they wanted to fight me. They weren't gonna. Like I said, they're all chicken shit. By the way, the dole is the same as welfare in America, I think. It's basically just like money given to the unemployed. But a vast majority of chavs don't have jobs purely because they don't want to work.
Hello. Hiya, you alright? Yes, I can speak. How are you? Yeah, I miss you too. Oh, you sound excited to speak to me.
That is the most British mum I've ever seen. With varying different hair colors, but that hairstyle and that grimace on her face that's always there, that's such a British mum look.
Oh, I can't wait to see you too. Can't wait for you to bend me over. Oh, spank me, Daddy. Oh, do you like that?
Behave. All the way up there, not just only there.
You just cross there.
Just
and
cross
then
there.
Up there.
Just up there. Just cross there. It's not. I can see it. I've got eyes.
You've done well though. And you look ever so pretty.
He's doing it though.
Hell, you just stay there, love, yeah? You just stay there. It's completely undone.
A clothes horse. That's another thing you don't really see in the US too often. I mean, you do get them, but we have them over here quite often because our houses are minuscule, super small. So we have to make do with space-saving equipment like a clothes horse. A lot of houses actually don't have tumble dryers over here. A lot of houses don't.
Honest to God.
I've been doing washing all day, you can't.
You're washing your pants on the baby's car. Went to bed, went to that,
It's just northern cadences at this point. You know what I mean? It's just northern cadences. All right, do you know what? That's enough of this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this video. I actually had a great time. reacting to this stuff. I wish I could have reacted to more, but maybe I will. Maybe if this is popular, I will react to more of it in the future. Anyway, guys, I had a great day today because I made it a great day, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.